Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name is Tom Novak, and today we're going to do my red maple, my survivor. It's going to be its second spring. Today is May 13th of 2021. It's 43 degrees Fahrenheit or 6 degrees Celsius. I know it's going to be difficult to cut because it's out of season, but how are we going to stop the bleeding on the maple? Well, I figured if they can seal the wounds back in the old days with hot fire and stuff. So what I'm going to use is hot glue, and that should stop it should seal the wound and stop the bleed. So let's try that and let's see what happens. I have to refresh the top here because, as you can see, it's all kind of messed up from the winter. So we're just going to dress it up a little bit. We're not going to plant it, and all it housed in was a regular clay pot. And it did good because I kept it in a nice sheltered location. So what I'm going to do is get my little root rake and get most of this bad stuff off the top that accumulated from the winter. Mix in the soil. All I used was a perlite and sand mixture. A nice draining soil. I know some of the roots are up, so I have to get my scissors and our peroxide, and we're going to dip and clip just some of them top roots off that are just sticking out of the ground. It's not going to hurt. There we go. It's got a nice little trunk on it, as you can see. So all I'm going to do is take a mixture of 50% sand and 50% worm castings. Let's put it in. And then we'll smooth it in with our hand. Put our stone in there. Take some of this old junk off that's in there that I didn't catch with the root rake. Dress it up real good. These maples overwinter pretty good. I can't believe how nice this one did, and that the pot didn't break. Oh, what I did is I fitted the pot inside a milk crate. Just threw some leaves on top of the soil and put it in a sheltered location, and it turned out pretty good. Got a nice little rock there. Let's see if I can find a bigger rock here. That'll look out of place. Got another one here. And that's all we do is just dress it up. Dress it up. Okay. There we go. Get a nice, refreshing new soil on the top. Now to the cutting. As you can see, I got this one long stem here. So I'm going to cut it back to here and at a 45. This one's sticking out too much, so I'm going to cut it at a 45 right to here, right above there. This one's coming out in the middle. We don't want this one, so we're going to cut it here. So this way here we open up the trunk line. And we cut it here. And I think for now, that should be good. Now these we can take cuttings, and what you're going to do is, if you can see the bumps, the nodes, that's your brain. So you cut at a 45 below it, stick it in a nice rooting medium like sand, or 50% sand and 50% vermiculite or whatever mixture you want to use, and they should root. And all you do is take the leaves and just cut there, There. And there's some of the leaves so you don't lose a lot of water. Just for the time being. And I'll try rooting these later. And see what we get, and I'll let you know. Now this stem is dead where we cut it. It had no new growth or nothing. Just the green here, and you can see how it started to die back, so that's why we had to cut it off. But right now we cut our stems, and I got my hot glue gun going. So we're going to like cauterize the wound. And just put a little glue on the top, hot glue, and that should keep it from bleeding. There we go. And for our side ones, just for now, just to keep it from bleeding. Cauterize the wound like they did in the old days when they didn't have something to stop the bleeding. Okay, then we're going to get this one over here. And right where we cut here, where I cut last year, or the dead part too on this side. So that's all you got to do. You're going to have a little spider webs from the glue, but that should stop it from bleeding. I'll let you know. Hot glue guns are cheap. Okay, so that's our little planting. You can see the nice strong trunk. I got a couple of leaves here. I'll just rip this off there. Little branch here, just prune that off right there. And that way there, that stem will die back. We can prune it later, but you can see how nice the glue is on there. I don't know if you can see it, but the glue is nice and dry. Nice and dry on the top. Nice and dry up here on the top. So that should really, really help this tree out and stop it from bleeding. So that's my little update on my little red maple. A little tip to help it if you're cutting late in the season, to help it to stop the bleed. And later on, maybe in June, I'll show you how to make the leaves a little smaller, how we're going to trim the leaves off and get it to grow again. So today's Thursday. It's a nice sunny day. Take a walk. Look for seeds if you want to get some bonsai trees growing, or if you find maples growing in cracks and crevices and they're on your property, dig them out. If they're on your neighbor's property, ask if you can take them out. I bet you he'd be glad to let you take them and start your own little bonsai tree. Maples are very easy to grow. This one I got when this red maple I obtained when I subscribed to renew my Arbor Day application. I got my 10 free trees. So everything looks good. It's growing nice and strong, nice twin trunk. So it should be good. So I'll let you know what happens. So today's Thursday. It's Old Time Radio with Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, my favorite. And I'll put on a fireplace on the YouTube and put the Holmes and Watson on another YouTube and listen to the fire, drink my hot cup of tea, relax, and enjoy the rest of the evening at night tonight. So you take care. Thank you for coming to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors, and give a maple a try if you're going to do a bonsai. They're real easy to grow, and if you see a big one growing and the neighbor lets you dig it out, take it. Give it a try. You got nothing to lose. So take care and have a nice sunny day. Walk outside, get some fresh air, some vitamin D, and have a good day. Take care, everybody.